I know it's fun and it's really exciting to implement something new. But, one of the questions that comes up when we're working with Checkpoint is that if we have existing gateways in our environment, maybe we have some R75.20s or R75.47s, and we're considering upgrading our management server to R80.10, a great question to ask is there a possibility of this working? Are we going to be able to not only monitor our gateways, but also configure them and manage them with an updated security management server, even though the gateways are running an older version? So, in answer to that, Checkpoint has created a Checkpoint backward compatibility map. And frankly, it's pretty awesome. Over here on the left represents the various management versions. So, the security management server with its various versions it would be running would be in this column right here. And then going from left to right are the gateway versions. And then where they intersect, we either have a blank, a check, or a little check and an asterisk. And the little check indicates it's compatible, and the little asterisk indicates there may be some limitations, and they want you to refer to the release notes to identify what those limitations are. So if we cut right to the chase, if we're using R80.10 as our security management server version, that basically means that all of these versions, which is R70.anything, those will not be able to be managed by an R80.10 management server. And as we continue to scroll to the right here, we are also out of luck for R71 anything, and also R75.10 and below is not going to work with an R80.10 management server. However, starting right here, everything at R75.20 and higher looks pretty darn good. So we could have an R80.10 security management server managing an R75.20, R75.30, and upward. And then if we scroll all the way to the right, it's showing us here that the higher versions of the gateway are also compatible with our R80.10 management server, including a gateway that is R80.10 with an R80.10 management server. So one of the first steps would be to look at the documentation before we attempt to migrate or upgrade. And then also in the upgrade notes, there's going to be details about the prerequisites and checks that you can do to help make sure that the upgrade goes well. It would also be very wise to do a test upgrade or a test rollout in a practice environment first, and any issues that are discovered as a result of the testing can be solved before we roll it out in production. In this nugget, we've identified that if we're running R80.10 on our security management server, there is some backwards compatibility with older versions of the gateways if they're at least R75.20 or higher. I hope this has been informative for you, and I'd like to thank you for viewing.